Review Tech USA is coming at you with those hot, spicy PS5 rumors. You heard me right. The fat man got PS5 rumors for days. We got these they're right here. This is for a mixer, but it doesn't matter. I got the rumors. I got the rumors for you for the PS5, the PS quintuple. I was about to say quadruple, but that would be a 4. I got those rumors for you, son, and they're coming in hot. Psst. Ooh. Skip it up and that up. So besides the fact that I feel, and I think Sony feels, that E3 is becoming irrelevant, even though they had great attendance in 2018, it seems there are other reasons that Sony is skipping E3 2019, and that's because they're prepping for the launch and reveal of the PS5. And this is being brought to us by the same Redditor who predicted and said that Sony would not be attending E3 2019, so he has a decent little track record. Now, okay, that's one prediction, and a broken clock is right twice a day, or once a day, whatever the hell the saying is. So he could be wrong about all his PS5 information, but at least we know he was right once in the past before with one of his other predictions. So there you go. Now, the Redditor's name is Ruthenic Cookie. I think I'm saying it right. And these are his bold predictions about the PS5 and what's going to happen. Now, he's saying that the PlayStation 5 will be revealed in the middle of 2019, but a full reveal will be at the PlayStation Experience event later that year. He's also saying, and this is kind of a wide gap, that the console will either be released in either March 2020 or November of 2020. I'm betting November. March, why would they release in March? But then again, Nintendo released in March. Maybe they're hoping that if they follow the Switch's footsteps that they'll have the same luck. So maybe, but I have a feeling it'll be November of 2020 because Sony likes releasing at the end of the year. Now, the PlayStation 5, which I've talked about this rumor before, so this is pretty much a given at this point, is going to have a Ryzen 8-core processor, and the development kit is all over the place. A whole bunch of developers have the dev kit for the PS5, and the system is going to go for $500. That's expensive. That's where people start getting turned off by the price. Anyone remember the PS3? Anyone remember the Xbox One when they were trying to force the Kinect down our throats? But who knows, maybe because if they show a huge upgrade in visual fidelity and gameplay experiences, and if Sony has a bunch of good exclusives at launch, maybe people will suffer and just spend the $500 on the PS5. Now, Ruthenic Cookie reiterates the reason why Sony is not attending E3 2019 is that they are preparing hard for the reveal of the PlayStation 5, and they're getting everything in order for it. So beyond the fact that I feel that developers and publishers and hardware developers aren't too keen on E3 like they used to be, the main focus is PlayStation 5. That's what Sony's focusing on, and they don't want to they just want to have all their eyes on the prize and not attend any events in 2019. Now, this is another rumor that I heard before, so it's all but confirmed. And remember, if a rumor persists and continues on, there has to be some validity to it, in most cases, I should say. Is that Sony is really putting a lot of energy into the PSVR 2. I guess they had enough success with the original PlayStation VR, and they want to bake in PlayStation VR 2 into like the nitty-gritty of the hardware. They want it to be the PlayStation 5 to be built from the ground up to handle virtual reality, and they're going all in with the PlayStation 5. The PSVR 2, according to rumors, is not going to have any kind of breaker box. Thank God that thing was an unwieldy mess. The PlayStation VR 2 will have a built-in camera, and Sony's even making some kind of VR gloves, supposedly, according to rumors once again. And they're even making new PlayStation Move controllers, which I kind of think was necessary since the Move controllers that you were using for the original PSVR were actually the leftovers from the whole motion control gimmick Sony was trying to push down people's throats with the PS3. If you remember when you got the PlayStation Move controllers for the VR, it actually had, just to show you how old the whole concept was, it had mini USB, not even micro USB. Forget about USB-C. It had mini USB, and you were using those with the PlayStation 4 with PSVR. So yeah, they need to update those too. Now, what's interesting is there's going to be a lot of cross-generation games. Now, this doesn't confirm backwards compatibility. Ruthenic Cookie says he can't confirm that either. But games like Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and The Last of Us 2 are going to be cross-gen games. Maybe that's why those games look so good when they preview them at E3 2018, but who knows. Now, Ruthenic Cookie also says that BioWare's Anthem is going to be delayed from its February 2019 release date because the modified Frostbite engine is having issues on current generation hardware. And like the article from Digital Trends says, that rumor that Ruthenic Cookie said is the closest in the future. So if that becomes true and Anthem is delayed, that adds some more credibility to the other claims that Ruthenic Cookie made about all the PS5 information we just received here. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens. And I'm wondering if maybe they'll push off Anthem just to next-gen consoles if it isn't running well on the PS4 and Xbox One. Now, even though I've heard these rumors about the PSVR 2 being, the PlayStation 5 is going to be built from the ground up to handle VR, I guess it must have done well enough for them, PSVR, for Sony to focus even more on it with next-gen systems. Now, according to the latest numbers I could find, over 3 million PSVR units have been sold worldwide, with over 21.9 million PlayStation VR games being purchased as well. Which, with 3 million PlayStation VR units being sold, it doesn't sound like that many, especially when you consider there's around 85 million PlayStation 4s sold around the world. But I guess it's a good enough number for Sony, and I guess there was enough profit there that they see a future with virtual reality, and they're going to focus on it even more so with the PlayStation 5. I think it will be more appealing to people if there's no crazy wires and breakaway boxes and all that other nonsense. I'm hoping too, and Ruthenic Cookie didn't say anything about this, I'm hoping they find a way to make PSVR 2 wireless and make it more streamlined. If they make it wireless, where you don't have some huge tail hanging off the back of the headset, that would open up a lot of doors and make it much more accessible to a lot of people. Because, yeah, that turned me off to it too. I can't, any of the headsets, I can't stand when you have that long wire. I feel like I'm going to trip over it. I feel like I'm going to pull it out of my system because I'm not paying attention to it because it's on my head. I just felt like that was an accident waiting to happen. And I'm hoping, I should say, I can't say I'm glad because I don't know yet. I'm hoping that the PlayStation VR 2 gets rid of wires and goes wireless. It's like an absolute necessary technology, putting wireless into the next VR headset, and I hope they do it. So we'll have to see if these rumors from Ruthenic Cookie over on Reddit are true. I mean, like I said, this person did know that Sony is skipping E3 2019, and they are. It's confirmed that they are now. So hopefully the rest of these rumors, he said, are true, and we'll see a new PlayStation console, a next-gen console, in 2020. That price point, though, man, that $500 price point is a little concerning because that's a high asking price. Most people don't like spending that much money on consoles. We saw it with the PS3. We saw it with the Xbox One. We've seen it countless other times in the past where consoles, once they go past that like $350, $400 mark, people are like, oh, that's way too much money for a system. Way too much. So hopefully the pricing is wrong. And we'll have to wait and see on that. I mean, I'm hearing that the PS5 is going to be a monster, quote unquote. But again, console gamers don't like spending that much money on their hardware. And it's been proven time and time again in the past. But maybe Sony will have some amazing must-have exclusives for the PS5 that people will run out and have to get. And maybe those cross-gen games like Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, and Death Stranding 2 will look so much better on the PS5 as opposed to even the PS4 Pro that people will be like, all right, take my $500, take my money, I'm buying a PS5. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but maybe that'll be the case. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are right at the cusp of the next generation of consoles, which is so weird to me because I feel like it was 5 minutes ago that I was talking about PlayStation 4 and Xbox One rumors. It just, this generation flew, man. It felt way too short. I mean, granted, when the PS5 launches, the PlayStation 4 will have been out for 7 years. God, trying to spew out all those numbers. But it just doesn't feel that long. I feel like it was 2 years ago that we just got the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But I guess as you get older, time goes by quicker because this generation feels like it went by in a flash. And here we are, the PS5 and the next Xbox are coming out real soon. So it's that time again. Get your wallets ready. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
Hey, congratulations! If you made it to the end of the video, you should subscribe to Review Tech USA so you can hear me blabber on some more. Also, too, starting this month, I will be live streaming solely on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description. And last but not least, make sure you click that like button. It helps out the show big time. See you guys in the next video.